Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Commander Lendad here with another video on DC Legends. And today we have some big news for the month of April. And I know I'm a little behind on some of those, but they did drop quite a few today. So we're going to talk about all the new features that are coming up in the game for the month of April, which is going to be a big update, big changes to the game. So let's go ahead and get right into it. And this video might be a little long, guys, but we have a lot to cover. So let's get right into it. Alright, so first of all, we have the Void Scanner, which is going to be a new feature here in the Command Center. And I'm guessing it's probably going to be this greenish looking portal back there. And what this is going to do is every day you're going to get a power battery charge to scan the void for free. And you're going to get different prizes. You can get anywhere from rare fragments, gear materials, to energy or essence gems. And the fragment prizes refresh every single day, meaning that every day you get a new chance or a chance for different prizes. Now, you're also going to be able to refresh it, of course, if you want to do a spin using essence gems or the gold gems that we are used to. So that is the first thing. The next thing is what we're calling legendary missions, which, if I had to take a guess, it's probably going to be the purple ship that we've had here, legendary events, which is going to go up until 80, so I'm assuming they're going to raise the level cap at some point during the month of April, if not in the coming months. But anyway, what this is going to do is when you finish your daily missions, then it's going to open up the legendary missions. Now, these legendary missions, obviously, as the name implies, are harder to complete, hence the name, but they give better rewards. And the prizes can include items that are difficult to obtain, so I'm assuming that you're going to get like your gear level 3 mats and stuff like that are very hard to come by. And also you'll be able to get essence gems. So that's going to be pretty cool. Another new feature that's coming up to the game, guys, and we don't have quite a sneak peek in the game yet, and it's going to be the player look-in feature. And what this is going to allow us to do is that when you go and get into a fight, you're going to be able to actually see what that character, or what that player, I'm sorry, has. You know, the team, the gear level for the team, upgraded superpowers. You're also going to be able to go into their roster and see which characters they have unlocked. And what this feature is actually leading up to is going to be to alliances, which is a feature that I have been waiting for the longest time since the game came out. So that's awesome. So also in PvP, let me go back in it, we're going to have some trophy changes. And this is meant to, the target date is supposed to go live tomorrow on the 30th. But we'll see if they can push it out tomorrow. And what's going to happen is that they're going to kind of break up PvP into tiers. And this first one has to do with the trophy count. So you're going to continue to win the same number of trophies for easier wins. And then you're going to continue to lose the same number of trophies for being beaten or for your losses. Now, players below a power score of 4,022 will earn slightly fewer trophies for normal, hard, and very hard wins. Players between 4,022 and 7,419, you're going to earn the same number of trophies from all the wins. And players above the power level of 7,419, you're going to be earning progressively more trophies for each one of those difficulties of battles. So that's the first update in PvP. And then the next one is going to be leagues. And this one's going to do is going to, what they say is they're going to encourage a more dynamic competition, or better matches, and it's going to give you an equal chance to progress up the leaderboard. So it's basically like tiers, if you will. And players in the world's finest All-Star 3, 2, and 1, or Champion 3, 2, and 1, we will earn a weekly reward and then be reset to 1,500 trophies. Players in the Champion 1, Superhero 2, 3, Superhero 2 and 3, will earn their weekly reward and then be reset to 1,200 trophies. And then, of course, players in Superhero 1, Hero 2, 3, and 1, and Sidekick will earn their weekly reward and be reset to 900 trophies. So basically, you're going to go to the bottom of the current tier that you're in. So that's pretty cool, I think, because you're not going to have to work all the way up from scratch. Then, of course, we talked about affinity updates in my Monday video, but I thought it was going to be worth mentioning again here because right now as it stands, really, affinities don't play much of a role in the game. So I think that's going to be awesome, where if you are weak against a certain affinity, you're going to take more damage and do less damage. And the opposite is also true, where if you're strong against a particular affinity, then you'll do more damage and take less damage from that affinity. And of course, I'm pretty sure there's going to be exceptions to that rule, depending on characters, stats, and whatnot. So pretty cool change in my opinion. Now, another change that is related to PvP is one that I know that a lot of players have been waiting for, and that is the arena packs are actually going to be updated. So, for example, this is what it looks like right now, the big arena pack. So, some of the changes that are coming, Raven is going to become available as a rare drop. So, she is going to be at the top right there with Doomsday, Swamp Thing, Deathstroke. Now, Batman the Dark Knight is going to be taking a vacation from that, and he's going to be going away for a while. Huntress is actually going to be moved up from the common tier to the uncommon, so that's pretty cool because she is a great character, as we all know. So she's going to be joining Green Arrow, Batman, and Lex Luthor up there. Harley Quinn, Cyborg, and Camo are actually going to be removed. They're going to be taking a break, and they're going to be replaced with Batman, the Cape Crusader, Cheetah, and Sinestro, and also Bane. So I'm actually really excited about that because I've been using Cheetah in PvP pretty much consistently every week. And, excuse me. So I'm excited to be able to get more fragments for her and take her to higher legendary levels. And of course, Batman the Cape Crusader, great character. And Bane is one that I've been working on very kind of on and off. Anyway, very excited about that. And of course, Harley Quinn, Cyborg, Huntress, and Camo will still be farmable in PvE. Now, the three packs, the mini arena, the big arena, and all new mega arena will also include a chance for up to 3 bonus loot depending on the pack size. So now basically, instead of just having 2 different packs for PvP, right now we have the mini arena pack and the big arena pack, we're going to have 3. So again, they're called mini, big, and of course the new is the mega arena, which is going to include again loot and other prices in the same pack. The prizes will include gear materials for PvP and PvE, PvP, PvE, battle energy and willpower, hope and rage, superpower ability materials for mini and big packs. So, if you're buying the Mega Arena pack, there will be a chance at life and death superpower ability materials. So basically they've tiered their rewards and they've added. Now they've taken away the amount of they've reduced the amount of fragments that you get for each hero, but they've added those materials and of course the willpower, hope, rage, life, and death. So I think that's pretty cool, even though you're getting less, so now your fragments are going to cost more technically, but you're still getting more bang for your buck in that sense. Now, the Mega Pack is going to have a 50% chance higher drop rate for rare tier characters and a 60% chance higher for pulling a bonus loot than the mini pack. So that's pretty cool because obviously, you know, they're going to be more expensive. So the prices are going to be $150 for the mini, $350 for the what is now the big arena pack, and 1,000 battle essences for the mega. Now they're going to have 3, 7, and 16 shards respectively. So very cool, guys. Awesome. I think it's a good change in my opinion. We'll see how that works out though, because I mean, until they implement it and we see what the drop rate is like, then we won't really know if it was a good change or not, but it sounds good on paper. Now we're going to get some new characters, which unfortunately are not yet here in the game. I looked before I started the video to make sure that they had not added them, but I didn't see any updates download or anything, so I assume they were not here. But anyway, we're going to be looking at Poison Ivy. She's going to be a physical character, and her abilities, she can put taunt on someone else, which is actually pretty cool. It's something that I thought it was very, very needed to be able to use different tanks that don't have taunt themselves. Transfer debuffs from teammate to the enemy, and take someone's buffs and put them on the rest of her team. I think this character sounds very overpowered in my opinion. We'll see when she comes out, but she sounds amazing so far. Then we have Killer Frost, which I'm really excited for. She's an energy character, of course. She can stun. She has a chance to keep renewing a stun on someone. And legendary that lets her remove shields from her opponents. So there you go. Those shield teams are going to be going down with this ability. And if you pair her up with like Suicide Squad, Deathshot, yeah, good luck, shield teams. Anyway, we have Katana, mystical character, and she's going to have an ability, her Soul Taker sword is going to let her steal buffs from her target, and this can happen when she hits them. And when, excuse me, when she kills a target, not only will she steal the buffs, but she can give herself death immunity. I think that's pretty cool. And she has a leader ability, which an enemy has debuffs. She does more damage the more debuffs the enemy has. So basically, we're going to actually start getting characters that can exploit those debuffs. So it's something that we're lacking right now in the game. So now, another thing that's coming up, it's going to be here in the events section. Right now, we only have the Ultimate Challenge for Doomsday that is coming up in a day and basically 2 days. But we're going to have the invasive species event details, which is going to be a different take on what the hero challenges used to be. Now it's going to be an 18-stage event, and what they said was that they were going to make it a little bit easier for newer players to be able to get those fragments for those newer characters, because like some of us that have been playing from the beginning and have high-level characters and legendary characters, you know, it was kind of easy for us to get through those events, but newer players were having a really hard time. So I'm glad they did this to make it more accessible. Now the extra stages bring new rewards and easier restrictions early on. You can now start a hero challenge event with just one of the required characters instead of 4, which I thought it was awesome. Because like the daily missions, for example, when you go here, even if you don't have all the characters, for example, for Lord of the Unliving, I can still play with 1, 2, or 3 characters if I had those characters. So that's pretty cool, again, allowing newer players to be able to have access to those fragments. Now the rewards, each node grants Poison Ivy fragments for the first time you win, so she's going to be the character that's going to be in those week-long events for this month, which I think is pretty awesome. The boss nodes provide more or grant Poison Ivy fragments every time you win. The non-boss boss nodes grant superpower energy every time you win. So pretty cool. Now the requirements to play it, it's a ramping hero restriction, so you can start with 1 character, or the required characters like I just said, with a minimum rank starting at rank 1, and later nodes require up to 4 hero teams. So basically they allow you to build up your hero team as you go along, so it gives you time to upgrade some of the characters. Now, let's talk about some of the characters that are going to be eligible for that challenge. It's going to be Harley Quinn, the Mad Jester, Huntress, Zatanna, Catwoman, Mera, Siren, and the new characters, of course, are all going to be available for you to use. Poison Ivy, Killer Frost, and Katana. Now, the bonuses for those heroes are going to be Poison Ivy, Killer Frost, and Katana. They all get 100% more health, so twice the health in the stages. And the bonus is permanent for the duration of the stage and cannot be removed or purged, which I think is pretty cool. Now, so they gave us some other tips too, guys, and we're almost getting to the end of the video. It says, don't forget to visit each day and replay stages you've beaten for more rewards. You never know when those extra fragments will bridge the gap to the next rank. Look for special dungeons, tournaments, and shop packs all month for help collecting fragments and building teams for the late stages. So I think that's pretty cool. They're going to kind of like put some special events out, if you will, to allow, once again, newer players to get those fragments for those heroes to be able to complete the event. I think that's pretty cool. And as in previous months, the second time around for the challenge, for the week-long challenge, the difficulty is supposed to go up. So very cool, guys, and whew, man, that was a lot of news to give, guys. A big update coming up in April, and I'm going to be posting a link in the video description below to the actual podcast if you want to go listen to that as well and listen to the guys from WB talk about the new updates. And so guys, what do you think about these changes? Which ones are you most excited about, and which new character are you most excited about? Do you like these changes? Did I miss anything else with all the new stuff that's coming out? Did I just kind of something slip through the cracks? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, as that helps out the channel a great deal. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on all the great content that I'll be bringing you in the days ahead. And if you would like to support the creation of more videos, click on the link to my PayPal tip jar in the video description below. And as always, guys, have a fantastic rest of your day and stay legendary.